Thank you, Mr Speaker. Last night, TV3's Campbell Live showed us a side of New Zealand that frankly made me sick to my stomach and should make the government, the national government, deeply ashamed. A class of 28 teenage girls at Kelston Girls, a very nice West Auckland high school, were asked if they had eaten breakfast and what they had in their bags for lunch. And the result, 18 girls had no lunch. That's right, 18 out of 28 girls had nothing for their lunch, and 8 of them had had nothing for breakfast either. Sir, I find this hard to get my head around. 18 girls are expected to learn, to focus, to function well in their school for the whole day, to come away with an NCEA success at the end of it when they've got grumbling tummies and have had nothing to eat. I find that staggering. And I would like to know something. Since when did the idea of classrooms full of hungry kids become tolerable in a country like New Zealand? Because I just don't know what else to make of the government's blasé response to the numbers of kids turning up to school without food than to assume that they think it's okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Kids going hungry for the whole day at school is not my new normal. Child hunger in this country is a national emergency, and we today, we can do something about it, Mr Speaker. Tonight, it's likely my Feed the Kids bill will come out in this House for debate and a vote. And before MPs vote on it, I just want to say this. There is no reason on earth not to vote for my bill. If you don't like the idea of feeding kids lunch at school, if that grates with your sensibilities, then vote the bill down at second reading or at third reading. Just don't deny Parliament the real first opportunity that we've had to sit down with others across the political spectrum, with experts, with families, with schools, to hear what are the solutions for this national emergency. Because that's what you'll be doing if you vote the bill down. You'll deny the House a unique and crucial opportunity to put politics aside and to do something for our kids who are in need. I also want to say this to all MPs. When was the last time that you worked a whole day without having anything to eat since breakfast? Do you think that you could do your job if you didn't eat something at morning tea or at lunchtime? I mean, we all know that breakfast is not enough to get anyone through a whole day. So let's not pretend that a bowl of Weet-Bix in the morning is enough to see our kids through a whole school day either. Kids need lunch. It's simple, like we all do. Last night we heard from KidsCan and the principal of Kelston Girls that the problem of hunger in schools is increasing every day. It is not, with respect to the Prime Minister, who hasn't visited many ODSL schools, it is not a problem for an odd one or two. No, Julie Chapman from KidsCan said around 22% of children in schools that she deals with are hungry every day, up from 15% just earlier, a year earlier. So Kelston Girls is not an isolated story. Kelston Girls' parents love their kids just as much as anyone in this House loves our own kids. But the schools, as the school principals are saying, they just do not have as much money. This is a compassionate country that we live in, Aotearoa. We act before we judge people. When the earthquake struck, we acted to help them without judgment or favour. If a child falls over, cuts themselves, we help them regardless of why they were hurt. And we act because we care for all the kids in this country. So today I'm asking the members across this House to have the guts to do what is really right and to vote for the Feed the Kids bill. Hungry kids are not the new normal in this country. It is a national emergency, and tonight we all have the chance to do something about it. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Honourable Nikki Wagner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.